Do you have used and discarded containers all over your garage, taking unnecessary spaces? Are you a lover of potatoes? And you love gardening and growing your own food, but you are limited in space? Then you and I are in the same boat. You can actually turn those 5-gallon buckets you no longer use into useful tools, and you will begin to get great harvest of potatoes from them when the need arises. Welcome to your YouTube channel, ITTV. Remember, you are the original of yourself. There is no duplicate of you anywhere in the world. Today, I will give you some pieces of information that will be very useful, and they will be centered on how to turn the used buckets in your home into an extraordinary potato-producing machine. You don't need to till the ground, and if land space has been the issue with your growing potatoes, then the problem is over. Just make sure you stay with me till the end of this video. With just 5 buckets measuring 5 gallons each, you are sure to get a great harvest of potatoes equivalent to the quantity you will get from a large span of land. You can use food-grade quality buckets that can be recycled, and most buckets are. You will definitely see the triangular recycle logo underneath it. If you don't already have used buckets from your purchase of food that comes in them, or you have already trashed the paints buckets from your last renovation, then you can get replacements for them from fast food restaurants like Burger King, bakery stores, and other eateries out there. Just clean them up and make holes beneath them to allow for drainage of excess water, because you don't want your soil to be waterlogged, which will lead to your potatoes getting rotten before maturity. When all these precautions are put in place, then you are good to go. Before we continue, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will be the first to be in the know of another video. A lot of us often have found some of the potatoes we bought in the store and left for a long time beginning to get rotten and grow after a while. The growing area is called chit. We think they are rotten and we trash them. Well, stop throwing them away. This is the time they are ready to be planted, even if there are just 2. Can you imagine 2 pieces of potatoes is enough for a bucket, and the 2 will turn into 4 pounds of potatoes for you? So if you have ever thrown away 2 pieces of potatoes, you assumed spoiled, because they were beginning to grow, trust me, you have wasted 4 pounds of crispy potatoes. Yeah, that is the truth. However, if you want to take deliberate steps to prepare your potatoes for planting, just leave them in the dark and warm place until they start to chit and grow into about at least 3 to 4 inches long. Then your potatoes are ready to go into the soil. Prepare the soil to fill the bucket by mixing potting soil and compost. But if you want to use another soil mixture, that's fine. You can get a couple of them in your local gardening store. So fill your buckets with the soil mixture up to 4 inches from the bottom. You need only 2 potato seeds for each bucket, and all things being equal, each of your buckets should produce 4 pounds of potatoes for you. Place the potato seeds ensuring that the chits are facing upwards, and fill them with soil mixture up to 10 inches of the bucket. Between 4 to 10 inches of the bucket is the growing area. Water until the soil is well soaked. Cover the soil with some bone meal. This will serve as a nutrient for your potatoes, so they will thrive well and produce the kind of harvest you desire. Bone meal is an organic matter, and it will add to the quality and quantity of your harvest. You can also cover the top of the soil with some leaves or dry hay. This will not allow the soil to be too exposed to the scorch of the sun, which might burn your potatoes. The leaves also add additional nutrients to the soil as they decay. Arrange your buckets you have already planted your potatoes in on a plank such that the bottom will not touch the surface of the ground directly. This way, you are sure of good drainage of excess water, and it will also make it impossible for insects and other bugs to crawl into them through the holes you drilled underneath them. In about 3 to 4 months, your buckets are ready to deliver to you great harvests of potatoes. The good news is that you don't have to harvest all the buckets at once. You can harvest based on your needs. This will guarantee you're having fresh and crispy potatoes all the time. Another thing you can do to preserve your potatoes after they are harvested is to leave them unwashed so they don't rotten quickly. Just allow the dirt from your harvest to sit on them and place them in an airy part of your kitchen. Washing them will only be necessary when you want to cook them. See, now didn't this video just make you want to start growing your own potatoes inside 5-gallon buckets right away? Remember, I will be here every day of the week to give you more insights into home gardening and staying healthy with these vegetables. Let me know in the comment section if you have any plans to experiment growing potatoes in 5-gallon buckets, and any other information you would like to share with me. Subscribe to this channel, ITTV, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be the first to know when I upload another interesting and informative video for you. Also, click the like button and give a thumbs up. And don't you ever forget, you are the original of yourself. There is no duplicate of you anywhere in the world.